the ants. Did Solomon Ahmad Deen, could Sulaiman alayhi salam listen to ants? Zulayha, oh, doing it, you're doing it. Talha, Osama, ahlan wa sahlan, people. Right, so could Sulaiman alayhi salam listen to ants? He couldn't listen to ants like the way people think. Okay, so this is what people think happened. Sulaiman alayhi salam, the Quran quotes that he is informed or made aware of this communication of the ants, and the ants simply saying, like, highlighting danger. So the ants warning one another. It is true that ants have one of the most complex hierarchical systems in the animal kingdom, and ants have to some extent, one could argue, predated humans in plant domestication and even animal domestication to some extent, because ants have the way they take away plants, and they've even taken away certain they take away it's like these kind of parasites that they take away, like these small creatures that they then have known to domesticate and even take care of some. So it's really intriguing that they predate human civilization, because the human agricultural civilization is really at most about 10,000 years old post the Ice Age, just ending about 12,000 years ago. So they predate humans in plant domestication and in animal domestication to many. So that's intriguing, and they do have communication, but not how we think. Like, they don't talk like how we talk. Like, don't sit down and have a dialogue. Ants don't communicate, but they have methods of communication. That is true. So the ants and animals do warn each other against things. That is true. So the ants warning certain ants of danger is brought to the attention of Sulaiman alayhi salam, which he finds fascinating. Now, and he kind of smiles and starts laughing over this. The Quran highlights that. Now, did this mean that as he was riding his his whole kind of chariot and the whole armies are coming, or however he was on horseback, and now, does that mean his hearing zoomed in, and now he could hear a dialogue of the ants? Of course not. That's not. I mean, you can believe that. I mean, you can believe whatever you want, but that's not how it. Because that would be crazy. That would mean he's hearing everything. He's hearing microscopic kind of just waves, and he's hearing all these other little creatures and flies buzzing, and he's hearing everything, and he's just going deaf with all of this. That's not how. No human does that. I mean, Sulaiman alayhi salam wasn't doing that either. But what it is that he was made aware of this. So he is told, and it's interesting because even when you look at the verse after it, this was like an intuitively, as an inspiration, he was made aware of this through ilham, and hence he says in the verse after it that alhimni, about ilham, that make us be grateful by inspiring us further, by giving us ilham further, and awzi'ni and ashkur ni'mat, that inspire me more intuitively through divine inspiration to be grateful. So that is how he saw this. I mean, that's what seems to be very clear from the verse. You could take the fact that, oh no, it doesn't say anywhere that he directly heard this, because ants don't speak like that anyway. They don't speak per se. But he was inspired about this warning that an ant was giving, like watching out for his own. And it made him laugh that, look, at that level how people watch out when it comes to their kingdom, and how his kingdom was of a magnificent nature. So it It was amazing, and in many ways it made him laugh, but it was a humbling experience that if ants at that level can look out for one another, that you, with all this majesty, have a greater responsibility to look over your subjects with compassion. So I think that's the understanding. Okay, just to